Matthew Hess on the throw-in. Looks to turn inside, marked by Reynolds. Reynolds beats him on the turn. Hammond, though, straight back on the mark. Gorry there in position. Back to O'Connell. O'Connell now looks fine, Kokobu, and does. South Hobart elect now. Back to O'Connell. Just trying to find that vacant space. Gorry is here. He's got the space to use.
It's interesting that they're not marking Gorry, keeping him very wide open. Has to say, he's already made those runs down the wing. Chested away there by Berezanski. Still chasing hard. Now back down to that unmarked man, Gorry himself. Right onto the bike he goes. Gorry was under pressure there by Hammond. Now back to Walter. Right back down to Lancaster. Now South will look to press down to Quabo. Now down to
Hawaiian. Back through the middle, Lancaster. Lancaster now with Gorry in support. Chooses Gorry. Gorry to Kokobu. Kokobu looks to drive. Back to Lancaster. Just trying to feel their way around our South. Gorry again now. Gorry tries to pick that pass through. Does well. It's a one-on-one situation. No, Kingborough's got the inside line. He turns, beats him well. Chance. Goal for Glenelg. Goal for South Hobart.
Bit exciting the title race there, Luca. Fantastic strike there by Bradley Lakaseljak.
Lakaseljak, one of the big names down here in Tasmanian football. South now have the advantage very, very early on. Probably, 5-7 minutes into this match. My word, Tanner, I reckon your predictions are going to be that little bit more real.
Well, I mean, they were leaving Gorry unmarked. He was making all those runs right into the box. That was fantastic build-up play. Lakaseljak, cool as you like. 1-0. Lions with it all to do once again.
Low cross, unmarked to the front post, just finishes in the back of the net, as simple as you like. Now, one thing I do want to make a note of, Jesse Hammond, who's making his, I believe it's his starting debut. He's been on the bench for a few NPL contests. However, he did close down Gorry there with a great bit of pace. He seems to be an electric player and good with his feet. So I reckon he may have a role to do today, to step up, to meet Gorry on that wing position, and to really dictate the game in the wide areas.
Well analysed there, Luca. Now Lupner. Down to Kemp. Kemp, some fantastic footwork. Right back down to Brown. Brown is steadying himself. Still going. Goes low. Off the cross side of the post. Goodness me. That was great delivery there by Brown. Play does go on.
Clearly a bit of disagreement here, Tanner. No one knows what's going on. Kemp's unmarked though. Hammond with a chance. He's marked by Gorry. Gorry beats him off. It'll be Hess to receive. Hess does receive well with Walter marking him all the way. We'll play back into the middle of the pitch. Drives long and hard up the right wing.
Right back to Brown. Brown almost just pulled over hard there by Waden. Wouldn't have any complaints from that. The bias against his former club, mind you.
Although we've just seen how dangerous Brown is. I think it was his first touch on the ball. He gets into those wide areas, cuts back inside, and had to go trying to find that bottom right corner. Wasn't quite as successful as he would have liked. However, it just shows what he is capable of. An electric player here. Certainly pace in the wide areas with Hammond playing on this left-hand side, Brown out on the right-hand side for Kingborough Lions. So the Lions going to look to roar in the wide areas.
It will be Keaton Dowse to take.
From the set piece. The one arm's up. Throws it into the mixer. Tries to find it at the back post. Bit of a struggle. Elects to pass through. Hammond just trying to find it out as it go down low. It's a scramble everywhere. The ball is everywhere. Lakaseljak trying to get it out. O'Connell marking his back post. O'Connell wasn't quite in danger there. However, it was loose. It was everywhere. It was a bit scrappy. Not really the way you typically see South Hobart try and break from a set piece. O'Connell to Reynolds. He's got blokes in support though. We can just see Lions looking to employ press.
And a Quabo. Going into the feet there of Brown. Cleared away there by Quabo once again. Swartz now back on the ball. Down to Hess. No options presenting. Elects to go back to Alfred Hess.
Hess to Hess. Looks to just drive through. Bit of a deflection by Brown. They're trying to pick him up on the wide areas. Fantastic bit of footwork. Fantastic bit of running ability there. Electric out on that right-hand side. However, nothing comes of it, as it appears to be a South throw-in. Kukobu. Options plenty. O'Connell playing advanced. They drive long and hard up the line, due south. Defended well. Good aerial presence. This looks like Hess can drive his way through. He's got Kemp to beat, trying to use that fancy footwork again. However, unsuccessful, Tanner.
Now charging through. Lutner didn't get the ball wind.
South, they're looking to cut their way through. It is Kukobu through to Morton, the skip. Looks to cut and weave his way through and does well. He's got someone waiting in the overlap. He chooses to go back to Morton. Unsuccessful though. Brown gets back to his feet. Just able to get there quickly. Hammond stopped in his tracks. He looks to get on his block now. Playing through. That 1-2 with Hammond. Hammond using his pace, using his speed. It's Gorry again to meet his marker and defends him fantastically. Again, Gorry just has Hammond's number. That 1-on-1 situation, we're just seeing Gorry being so clinical in that one-on-one in the wide areas, just meeting Hammond on every turn. He just seems to be first to everything. Adam Gorry, he's been unmarked for the majority of this first half, but we're just seeing how dangerous he can be. Though the end result is a Lions corner. It'll be Keenan Dowse to take from the set piece. Lions, they need to get one back. Can they? Into the box, O'Connell gets a glove up for it though. It'll trickle out over the line. It is being pursued, however. And the linesman's flag goes up. It does appear the Lions have the advantage. They do. It is a Lions throw in. It does come a look to beat on the turn. They'll play back to the line, now back to the defenders. Lofts it into the box, trying to find a mark. It doesn't. Kokobu there with a header. Reckon have a bit of a headache after that one.
Now heaved long there by Berezanski. Lines right back into it. Swartz. Marked well there by Morton. Back to Hess. Downs now switching back down to Lutner. The Big Stars really need to stand up now for Kingborough. 2-0 down already at home.
It does appear, yes, it's Hess for the Lions. Looks to charge his way through. He's got Brown in support. Does find him. Now it does go out over the line again. Not sure what happened there with Brown. He appeared to be over that ball, but just gone back over the line.
Just want to let our viewers know there has been a video issue. We are working on it now, so please bear with us.
However, the action does continue here, and given the occasion, Tanner, the action must continue as they look to play through to the defenders. Fantastic, nice pass. He's got a bit of room to use. It's got Hammond in support. He's being marked all the way, though. Does find Hammond. Elects to turn. Hammond does very well to get through there. He beats him on the inside, however, the tackle is perfectly placed.
Wonderfully placed there by Reynolds. Ball was not as perfect though. It will be a throw in.
Gregory Downs there with a bit of frustration. Certainly he's going to be one of the keystones in this Lions defence. They've been under the pump in this first half, though. If they are going to build, they need to start with a concrete foundation, and typically that's going to be your defence.
Walton is being held up there equally by Downs. Play does go on.
Berezanski appears to have it in the wide spot. Elects to cross, however, he's met with the concrete body.
Cross sent in. Headed away there. Will be a corner.
Does appear to be a corner.
Will be Morton to take. Right into the mixer. Bit of a slip there by Quabo. Play goes on. Bit of an air swing there. Flag does go up on Walter.
South again in a dangerous spot, starting to threaten the Lions. However, now is a chance for them to move. Hess now. He's got Hess in support, funnily enough.
Lutner. Bit of a fake. No options presented once again. Kimber really need to start getting that pedal to the metal. Hess trying it with the long ball. Trying to find Mees. Mees does work up through the deflection. Now down to Kemp. Kemp with all the room in the world. Right down to Brown. Danger man himself. That's a fantastic tackle there. Will be a corner.
That decisiveness, the agility there, perfectly on display. Just to inform our viewers, it does appear the stream is back up and working. A bit of a technical difficulty, given this modern age, they are inevitable, as the cross does come in. Not clear yet, however, has a go from range. Good effort. It just sails wide right. O'Connell there is up to the occasion, Tanner.
Interesting shot there by Swartz. He definitely had more range earlier on. Elected to pass it then. Then takes the shot. Just wayward.
Reynolds down to Gorry now. Hammond marking him all the way. We're just starting to see a one-on-one develop between these two. A little bit of an in-match rivalry, if you can call it that.
Heaved long there by Reynolds. Trying to find Walter. Walter once again being marked, but he has done very well to get around Downs. That's what South Hobart are doing. They're just breaking down every play. Morton just wide.
Morton there elected to have a go. He was very, very good. It looked good off the bird, however, just sailing wide left. Fantastic bit of play there, Berezanski getting up and about for it, moving in those vacant spaces. And Morton there, he's a danger on goal. He's a threat on goal, particularly moving forward in that final third. Athletic, so certainly a danger man that Kingborough are going to need to mark. They're going to need to remain strong.
To remind our viewers, the highlights will be uploaded later on for the goals that you did miss earlier from like Seljack and Oaks, so just stay tuned on that one on the NPL Tasmania Facebook page. Play does go on. Morton, Waynan, Gorry now being marked. Perhaps Kingborough have learnt their lesson. He's along there by O'Connell. Downs with a steady. Only into the chest there of Seljack.
Seljack there pressing out very high. Downs electing to clear. Not quite successful in that attempt though. Seljack. He has scored in this match, so he is a danger going forward along with Morton. You've got Berezanski moving forward also. As the throw-in does come. A bit unsure. He's trying to find Hammond in that space. Hammond does have the space. Nice back heel though. Fancy bit of movement, fancy bit of footwork.
Very nice back heel. Equally there by Otto Swartz. His footwork. Now down to Mees. They've got Mees in the wrong direction. They need to find him in the corner of the box. At least get in the header. Very rare to see him on the wing. You can hear the directions from the corner there from Morton. It's well cleared away there by Hawaiian.
Cleared by Hawaiian. It'll be South. Take the throw in. Comfortably with that 2-goal advantage. Kokobu now. To Seljack. Kokobu back to Seljack. Kokobu again. Just trying to get their passing up. Trying to find an option through. They elect to go back to O'Connell. Reynolds and Gorry in support. Along with Lancaster dropping back now.
Hear the cries from Ken Morton on the sidelines. Coach South Hobart telling Jacob Lancaster to stay in the middle, give that option. Now Morton, all the room in the world once again. South just breaking down every defensive play. Gorry. It's a fantastic tackle there by Hammond, but it will be yet another corner, Luca.
It certainly will be. It's starting to become the recurring theme, a bit of a recurring dream, if you will, Tanner. It just does appear South have everything going forward at the moment, though. I do want to make a mention of Hammond. I think it is his first NPL start, and he's been everywhere. We've seen a bit of him around this game so far, so it's good to see him getting in there making a crucial tackle.
Yes, it certainly is. Not wasting any time. Header just over the bar there from Walter.
Positive signs all round for South Hobart. Though Kingborough, they do want to turn things around here. They cannot afford to consistently be on the back foot. They need to become proactive in their pass and they need to move forward. They're capable of doing it. Just we need to start seeing them doing it. As I say that, they all start to move up now. Lex to go up the right-hand side, headed on. That's all like Kemp trying to fend off 1, 2 and 3. It's Brown.
Brown is trying to bustle his way through. Bit of a push there. Play does go on. That is a fantastic switch there by Kemp. No stranger to that. But it marks equally better there by Gorry. Means just right off the flank there. Now Downs. Downs with a bit of a bad touch on that. Hess trying to do a bit of a cheeky back heel. Nothing doing.
One in there, one in front here. Jesse, one in here. Just come to the left here. One in front now.
Gorry now on the throw-in. Skipper comes in for it, Morton.
Clear once again there by Downs. It's really an interesting matchup between him and Walter. think Walter's definitely winning it on that front. Lots of whole body-to-body play between those two, but you got to give it to South. They're just all over it at the moment. It honestly feels like it's 60% possession to 39. They're just right on the ball.
Right on at the moment. Reynolds, the elder statesman, the experienced bloke in that defence, tries to find his mate Gorry. Walter now goes back to Gorry. Gorry's looked to close in on the front post. Trying to find, cleared away though. It does appear it'll just bounce out over the line. So again, Gorry in that wide space. He's dangerous and he's really starting to lead forward here for South Hobart. Positive signs all round for them.
Yes, Gorry standing up to the occasion. Walter, should the toe over right to that man. Beat up by Hammond. Knees straight into Lancaster. Now like a Seljack sends one in. Trying to find Morton. Cleared away there by Lutner. Brown now coming in support. Dowse headed away everywhere. Swartz is trying to get into the fray. Heaved away long once again.
Now with nobody home, Tanner, just appears it'll trickle out. That space normally you'd expect Brown to occupy. He's been left vacant. Cole from the South Hobart bench. Nico walk with it. They can only walk so far with it. Now it's back under pressure. Fantastic. 1-on-1 wide. They South do elect to go back. They've got space on the opposite wing. If they just elect to switch, the eyes are up like a Seljack now. Goes wide to Kokobu. Marked though. And tackled well.
Lancaster right into the feet there of Ken. Hammond certainly racking up the touches. Hammond trying the 1-2 there, nothing doing. Berezanski. Hammond with a bit of hand-on-hand there. Does get called. He wanted to take it quick. I don't mind a bit of time wasting there from Swartz, but I think Alfonso is going to have a bit of a chat to him about that.
We can certainly see old Ken Morton on the bench for South. He's getting a bit vocal. He understands what this occasion is for him, though his players must remember to play the game and not the occasion.
Yes, Morton no stranger to the pressure. Get away there by Hess. Once again, South Hobart are just well and truly on top here. Kingborough really need to come to that attacking third. Almost speechless. Get out by Morton. Will be a throw-in.
Going to be Gorry just to come fetch the ball. Yeah, so take it back. As we, after that little ball fetching session, we'll just get back to play. Gorry now. He's got a man down the line, looks to use him. He's got 2 to beat. Good effort, however. Call of ref. Morton now looks to cut his way through and does. There's Ansky in a dangerous spot.
To the feet! Race forward! Back in we come. Jacob on and a half.
Nick O'Connell addressing his players, addressing his defence. He does know what Kingborough are capable of. You give him the chance. Hammond, Gorry again rise to that challenge. That 1-on-1 we're seeing in the wide areas, Tanner. Just Gorry's all over Hammond when it comes to that 1-on-1.
Certainly is. Defence work there by Berezanski. Throw in taken quickly. Swartz under immediate pressure there by Morton. Captain standing up when needed.
Morton, he's not just a good and technical player, he's also an athlete. You can just see how fit he is, and you can just see how clinical he is moving forward in those wide spaces, particularly in the physical battle. It's exactly what you want in a captain, and he's certainly leading from the front. He's got those football smarts as well.
Best throw-ins there. Heaved away once along there by Downs. No options presenting. Only Quabo.
Lofted switch, finds Reynolds. Reynolds marked all the way. Gorry now is called back into action. It'll just bounce out and over.
Mees. Gotta be careful with his high feet there. But did do well. Walter just coming charging there from the attack.
Like a freight train, you just saw him burst through, and, well, his team certainly benefited from it.
Waynan. Quabo. Headed away there by Lutner. Boxed in. Will be a free kick. Taken quickly.
Lofted now to Gorry. That man again, we've seen him so many times, Tanner. And he's back in the danger zone again. Good cross in, trying to find someone at the back post. Nobody home, however. Bit of a dispute. It does ought to be a goal kick, however. However, South, the constant story. Gorry using those wide spaces, getting in dangerous spots. And the Lions just always on the back foot at the moment. They've spent the majority of their possession behind the halfway line in their defensive third. It's not what you want to see, particularly in a game like today, Tanner. Particularly when South have the advantage.
You certainly don't. Head the way there by Kemp. Berezanski right back on the ball. Gorry again. Just charging up. Lexi goes short. Some blocked away there. Hammered. Can only get as far as Berezanski. Like a Seljack now. Lancaster. Now back to Morton. Morton just slowing down things. South is happy to make Kingborough just run for that press. But they work up that attack. Quabo now. Right back down to that flank. Nothing doing. Kingborough will reset from a throw-in.
As the time does go on, as we're very quickly approaching half-time, Tanner, it's just this first half's been a story that has been written by South Hobart. They have been fantastic in this first half, particularly dominating possession, being a bit more proactive in their passing, a bit more dangerous in their final third, and much more present in their final third. But the Lions now, how can they rebuild? There's still time left in this half where they can produce something, and they certainly have the players and are capable of it.
Morton's kind of held there. Play does go on. Walter sends in the cross. Oh, it's almost finished it on the left post there. Wouldn't put it past him to do that.
Making Kawano work for it there, making sure he's marking that back post. He was certainly down on all fours, diving for it. If the shot was on target, I reckon we were looking at a 3-0 scoreline there. Kawano now looks to go from the back. Drives it into the mixer.
Right over the head there. Kemp. Bustling bodies just coming out of everywhere. Brown is trying to gain ground himself. Tackle down. Play does go on. Almost got taken out of the head there by Reynolds. Will continue. And Gorry resets. Back down to Morton. Morton can't get past Hess on this fraction.
Yes, good pass.
Moves it away anyway to gain some more ground.
Throw-in does come, away the Lions. Lex to go in short. So that was Berezanski, certainly one of the star boys this South Hobart side. Such a great work rate. He's up forward. He's also tracking back, assisting his defence. An all-round player. And certainly seen his presence in this match.
Now Quavo coming down forward. Down to Harrison Oates. Quavo now resets to Lancaster. Right back to Gorry. Gorry down to Berezanski. Hit away there by Hess. Lancaster now. Morton sends in a cheeky ball. Headed away there by Dowse. Danger not yet cleared. Oates trying to do-si-do around Dowse. Does win the battle on that front. Like a Seljack. Now South will reset.
Play back now, South On the attack again, in wide spaces. Drives in low to Morton. Morton beats him on the turn. He's got two coming in. Sails very high over the crossbar. Not quite sure if that was the intention. However, that will be a chance that'll go begging. However, South still with that 2-goal advantage in this first half.
So Oaks would have loved to add to his already scored tally tonight. Kingborough led off at the moment. Settling Buckwano. Headed away there by Mees. Hammett being held there by Gorry, and it will be a free kick. Looks like they're not in any hurry to take it quick. Commentator's curse. Taken almost immediately. Swartz. Douse now. Kemp. Elbows now coming hard here from Walter. Now reset. Hess. Goes low. Cleared away once again by South Hobart. Down to the hands up. Jeez, they have to be careful there, those high feet. Will be a throw in. I was a little worried when I said the high feet. Don't want to see them get kicked in the chest there, Luca. Throw and taken by Gorry. I can tell that. Sends it long. Up again to Walter. Cleared away. Gets in Hess connection. Now Swartz. Trying to drive up through that midfield.
Drives wide and long out to Brown. Brown in space. He's got runners aplenty. Goes through the middle. Does find his marker. It'll sail out over the line again, however. This past 5 minutes, seen some positive signs from the Lions, Tanner. They've just been bringing that intensity and they've been really getting around the ground. It's been much more up in their attacking half.
It certainly has. A long way to go, though. It's now Hess. Unmarked. Goes low to Hammond. Told to play there by Hess. Went to go back instead. Lions now resetting through the defence. Through that veteran Downs himself. Right down to Douse. Kemp. Now Downs. Bit of 1-2 there from Swartz. Lions now trying to build that attack. Do have the space now through Hammond. Mees. Fantastic through ball there, right back down to Hammond. Hammond trying to work his way around Gorry. Heaved along there by O'Connell. Elbow in the back there by Walter. I don't think we're going to get away with that one. Lupner.
Certainly an aggressive elbow there. I'm not sure what I'm watching, whether I'm watching a game of football or some WWE. I'm not too certain, however. The official not very happy with it as we will now go. We get back underway here. Lofted ball wide in the area.
Some more elbows are now flying.
We can certainly see both teams got that physical presence, playing that physical and high press. Both teams are hungry for it, which is positive signs. However, it just seems South Hobart have been a bit more clinical. Though Lions, they're still there and they're still sharp and they're still here to play, which is good to see. If you are going to build and come back to something and reduce this deficit, you do need that mindset in place.
Yes, they certainly have settled, worked their way back into the game. It's now Kemp coming through hard, trying to find that through ball down to Brown. Can only get as far. It's a Wayman. Will be a throw in.
Throw in comes away, South Hobart. Kokobu there, lofts it high into the dark night sky, drops and favours the Lions. Comes down again, up into the air again, trying to find Walter. Morton though with a nice bit of acrobatics. Beats two blokes, a fancy bit of footwork, nice control. Plays Walter onside. Walter 1-on-1 with the keeper. Can he convert? He cannot. Kawano there with a fantastic save. That was not safe yet. They've got to get it out to the Lions.
Very lucky with that fumble there, Kawano. Fantastic save though. Swartz completely boxed off there by Morton. Morton almost faking to go back. Wanting to take on Swartz himself. Happy to slow things down. And his lovely footwork there by Morton. Full control. Berezanski.
To Lancaster now. Plays back across. Lancaster back in the play again. He's got Morton favouring his inside. Let's go to Gorry. Gorry to Reynolds. Reynolds back to Gorry.
There's no urgency from South Hobart to go forward. They're happy to just work that possession, work their way around, just build it up, make Kingborough as tight as possible. There's now Berezanski. Right back down to Morton. Sends in the cross. Headed away there by Douse. Now Lutner. Hess. Down to Kent. Now Hess goes to the wing. Back down to Douse. See a bit of frustration there coming from Swartz. For Wayner now, low driven, right to Morton, has all the room to burn. Shot right into the hands there, Kawano. Had a feeling he'd shoot from range there, does love the long shot there.
He does elect it. One thing I've noticed, Tony, just appeared a couple of moments ago, Brown for the Lions, he's elected to come a bit more central. He's leaving that wide space and looking to come a bit more into the middle, act as a bit more of a number 9, which will be interesting to see how that comes off. However, they do need something up top to pair with Hammond. Speaking of the man himself, he's now on. He's in a bit of a dangerous spot. O'Connell, he's been caught a bit off his line. That was another great chance Hammond could have had. O'Connell, though, it's safely in his possession now, as Kokobu has a nice touch.
We've mentioned in recent weeks you have to take your chances against these high sides. Kingborough, they took their chances against Devonport, not taking their chances against South Hobart at the moment. Now coming down hard, right back to Gorry. Gorry's playing a fantastic game early. Here, there and everywhere. Lancaster, Gorry, works his way very well. Almost a bit of a piggyback there on Kemp. Douse will reset right back to Kawano. Lions will just be hoping for that half-time whistle to come sooner rather than later.
Douse now, play back across. Lions now just trying to pass it around, trying to feel their way. No sense of urgency amongst them, though. If you look at the scoreline, you reckon they should have some sort of urgency. Hess now plays through to Douse. Douse through the middle to Brown. Hess forward, trying to pick up that runner. However, headed away by South. South now still in that contest. Mort now looks to win it. Can't get there in time. Lofted header, goes back to Reynolds. Little 1-2 to Lancaster now. Gorry is in space. Does employ Hess, spots it early. Fantastic little back heel. Hess now, he's got Hammond in space.
Almost tackled off the ball there by Reynolds. Does not get away with it, and it will be a free kick.
This free kick does come in a dangerous spot, Anna. The right person on it, and we could see the deficit reduced. Though Hammond there getting into a fantastic bit of space, electing to use that speed, that advantage he does have over the majority of players in this match. Just tries to take a heavy touch wide over here. He's brought down. The official not happy with it.
Will be downs to take. Final instructions being given. Avi steps. Sends it in low. Only into the hands there. Chest rather there by Gorry. They've gained the corner though.
Gorry there, putting his body on the line for his club. You'll love to see the devotion. Now the story is, it'll be the Lions on the corner. Another scoring opportunity going forward.
Do have the option for Brown to go short if they do favour it. Sent in hard there by Douse on into the hands there of O'Connell.
O'Connell rises to the occasion, dominating his box, dominating his aerial zone. Safe pair of hands. He's now slow things down, let his side rebuild, let his side go forward. As the half-time whistle is ominous.
Now like a Seljak. Gorry. Reynolds. Right to an unmarked Morton. It's a dangerous thing to be. Berezanski. Berezanski trying to feed the through ball there. South happy to go right back down to Hawaiian. Hawaiian rips right into the mix-up, trying to find Morton. Saved there well by Kuano.
Morton's just starting to feel his way around got up there for the header that we're not quite able to finish. But it's good to see he's getting up and about. South Hobart very happy with all signs here in this first half.
Wayne happy to slow things down once again. Will he go for the long ball? Let's go back to Walter. Quano now. Lancaster. Certainly controlling that midfield at the moment, Lancaster. Right shot back to Quabo. Walter just happy just to take things back to the defence. It's again, South in no urgency. Just happy to build that possession, make Kingborough tired, make them work for it, Luca.
Because only the side that stops running first, the side that breaks first, will be the side that loses this match. And South Hobart do appear to be in the driver's seat. They're making Kingborough work for every gain. Cross comes in, Kawano rise to the occasion. Elects to go low and hard. It's a fantastic ball by Kawano. However, he's met by two. Gorry there. Caught in between.
Schwartz just tackled off there by Reynolds. Free kick. Cries if that's enough from Alfonso there to Schwartz. It'll be a free kick for South Hobart. Down to Lancaster.
Back to Reynolds. O'Connell now. Back to security. Goes forward to Lancaster again, the man controlling this midfield. O'Connell now. Simple as you like. I don't mind just poking the ball around. Making sure everyone racks up the touches.
Quano now for Wayne. Lovely footwork there. Good combination. Just not on the pass. Just almost running into the Tassel sponsorship sign there. Down Brown. Brown with a lovely through ball, trying to find Hamid. Rounded clearance there from O'Connell. Douse. Brown trying to backheel. Nothing doing. So now Walter coming in hard. Cops an elbow there from Schwartz. Downs all by himself. Press is coming hard there for Morton. Does well to work down the wing. Hamid was being held. Play does go on. Does work his way again. Was held. Play still going through. Hamid gets through one. Can't get through another. Still going Hamid. Bit of frustration shown as well. And now South will retain. Gorry works well. Right back to Morton. Unmarked and switches to the wing. Exceptionally well. Down to Oates. Lancaster. Lancaster with the switch to Gorry. Gorry not getting the touch on that he would have liked, but that is a very good recovery with the head. Into the feet there of Hess. Lions will now recover.
Lions recover. Gorry trying to pick up. Offside flag does come. Hammond chomping at the bit to have a go 1-on-1 with the keeper. Just doesn't come for him that time. Official saw it very, very early. Good bit of linesman work there. They take quickly to Reynolds. Like a Seljak left over to Berezanski. 1-on-1 situation here. Downs more than happy to see that ball over the line.
Will be a throw in for South. Taken quickly. Pointing into the feet there of Hamid. South will get in yet another corner.
Probably their 6th, maybe even 7th corner of this half, Tanner. South again from the set piece. They've got danger men up top. They've got Morton, they've got Walter up there. Also Berezanski, a good aerial threat. Certainly trying to pick one of their big targets here from the set piece.
What can Gorry produce? Send it right into the mix-up. Over the head. Right back down to Gorry. Lovely combination there from Oates. Headed in. It has gone in! 3-0 to the good now for South Hobart. Just when Kingborough are working their way back into the game. believe it was Morton that got the final touch. We'll need to confirm that. Does not matter. South Hobart will not care. 3-0 going into the break at half time. Wouldn't say it's curtains for Lions, Luca, but it could be very well close to it.
South Hobart, Tanner, we always knew they were going to come into this game looking to impose themselves, looking to be the dominant side, looking to use possession effectively. And that's what we've seen from them in this half so far. Effective in the final third, just tiring Kingborough out on every one of those possession plays, making them work for their ground. Clinical on the defence. It's been an overall fantastic half from South. Positive signs from Kingborough, though, as there's the official's whistle. We do go to half-time with South Hobart the advantage, 3-0. The Lions, can they work their way back into it in the second half?
Certainly not
the
new
yet,
steakhouse stack?
very, very nearly
Crispy
that.
onions, creamy peppercorn mayo. It's finally landed.
Sponsored by McDonald's. Under lights at Clennetts Lightwood Park. We'll be back very, very shortly with more action for this match. South Hobart Football Club and the mighty Kingborough Lions here.
Our McCafe blend isn't just barista crafted across Australia. Our beans are also sourced from Kenya, Honduras, Ethiopia and Brazil, then roasted in Melbourne. Just another reason it's coffee fit for an Aussie. Our McCafe blend isn't just barista crafted across Australia. Our beans are also sourced from Kenya, Honduras, Ethiopia and Brazil, then roasted in Melbourne. Just another reason it's coffee fit for an Aussie.
at Lightwood Park, South Hobart, 3-0 to the good. Kingborough Lions, home side producing the second half. Now trying to be joined by Local Forest. What did you make of the first half?
Well, Tanner, mate, I thought the first half was an absolutely dominant South display. Look, there's no way to sugarcoat it, there's no way to call it differently. That is what happened. South absolutely ran rampant in that first half. Adam Gorry left our mark for the majority of that first half, dominating the wide areas as a fullback. Dominating and getting right up and getting involved in that attacking play, almost acting as a wing-back. For me, as we were discussing at half-time, probably man of the match performance by him today. Morton's getting out and about, Lancaster's controlling that midfield effectively, O'Connell's being vocal as a goalkeeper, controlling his aerial space, and it just appears that South are in front of everything. They're always first to it, and Lions just trailing every play.
100%. They're switched on tonight, South Hobart. They've gone full strength. They've got Walter out there. They've got Lancaster, Berezanski. It's just too high attacking play at the moment. And we'll look to build on it, no doubt.
It appears the Lions boys have got the thermals on and got the socks pulled up. Oh, it is a bit chilly. It is a bit nippy down here at ground level as we get back underway. Lions with a bit of a mountain to climb here in this second half. They are certainly capable of it. All it takes is that spark from one of their leaders to stand up. As Hammond now looks to get his second half underway. Well, has a go. O'Connell clears out comfortably. Starting with a very high tempo here, Tanner.
Certainly is. Can't take your pedal off the metal even for a second against a high quality side like South Hobart. Going right back into play. Knees, almost bullied off the ball. Lupner. Now Downs. Possibly looking for the through ball. Gets to go long ball instead. And Brown. Brown over the head. Only as far as Quabo. Brown with a bit of a stutter there.
Brown attempting to turn, a bit too heavy on the touch. Fantastic run through. My word. Burning through them was Harrison Oates.
Now Hammered. Danny Hess. That is well pressed there once again by Lancaster. There's now Walter. All the way into Burn. Takes the shot instead. It's not too far off.
Wasn't far off the mark. Tanner electing to go high, try and find the top right corner. He had Lacaselle in support just in case it trickled out of the goal.
It's now Lupner. Trying to find that long option from Knees. Trying to get as far as Reynolds. Intercepted there by Kemp. Kemp takes aim, but it's only into the hands there of O'Connell.
O'Connell now. This player comfortable. He's got players in support. However, it does appear Morton and Lancaster have got space in the middle. Only Hess between the two of them. Elects to find Berezanski. Looks to go over the top. Nobody home. Downs isn't marked all the way by Walter. Does clear well. Sails out over the line. For a throw-in the way of South Hobart.
Lions reset now to Reynolds. Now Lancaster. Mentioned player of the match performances. I think Lancaster's certainly been up there controlling that midfield up there with Morton. Now Oates. Bullied off the ball there by Brown. Play does go on. Low grounded. Right to Mees. The tackle there away there by Reynolds. Coming in hard there is Berezanski. Does very well to get around Hess. Now Morton. Charging down hard. Through ball right back down to Oates. Oates takes aim. Only into the hands once again there of Kwano.
Well, this first couple of minutes, it's been tit for tat. We're seeing Lions go forward effectively. We're seeing South go forward effectively. They've just been a team that can get that breakthrough early. Of course, the Lions cannot afford to be letting their chances go. They do have the mountain to climb. They do have a 3-goal deficit. They do need to fight back. At home, anything can happen. However, time the ever-present enemy here today.
Yes, it certainly can. It's now Lupner. Down to Brown. Let's try to rebuild something. Get a sniff back into the game. Driven up hard there by Downs. Cleared away well there by Gorry. Intercepted there by Walter. Walter is charging down hard as he always does. Oates. Now back to Walter. Down to Hawaiian. Cries of go on. Go forward, get that ground. Elects to do the safe option. South Hobart reset once again. It's the same thing that they're doing though, Luca. They're burning off that energy from Kingborough. They're building up every attacking play. It is dangerous when you do see players like Brown coming in hard, pushing, but it is working momentarily for South Hobart.
It certainly is. We're seeing Brown get forward, just trying to burn out and just trying to use all the fuel in the tank that Kingborough have got. Of course, you've got players like Hammond, you've got players like Brown who are going to get up. They've got that high work rate. However, South, they just have that advantage and they can really dictate how this second half's going to go.
They certainly do. Slight tackle there, well there by Reynolds. Now South coming down hard. Now Berezanski. All the room to move. Goes in low. And into the hands once again of Quano. Looks like he might have tried to find Oates there at the post. Put the finish shot instead. Taken quickly by Quano. Lutton to Kemp. Well worked around there by Kemp. Lancaster controlling the field. Frustrations there coming out from Kemp. It's not unfamiliar territory for Kingborough to be in this position though. They have been one of the more consistently inconsistent sides in recent history in NPL Tasmania.
No doubt about it. And they can perform under pressure as well. We have seen them do it in recent weeks, and they can perform when the pressure is on. However, this is just South Hobart's element. They're in control now. Ken Morton's very happy hearing him give his team talk at half time. His lads now have that advantage, and they're just controlling the tempo now as they look to go forward. Morton there with a bit of a scrappy tackle. Brown tries to fight his way through. Kokovu tries to win it. Goes back to Morton again. Brown marking all the way.
Fantastic footwork there by Oates. South in full control. Taken up hard there by Oates. Douse running into the feet once again of Oates. Oates, one of the young players that's standing up for South Hobart tonight. Work rate you mentioned. Now Downs. Switches down to Hammond. Will go out for a throw in. Yes, we mentioned how South Hobart do rise to the occasion when the pressure is under them. Kingborough, perhaps not yet at that stage when it does come to this club. Do tend to fold when it does come to pressure. They have done well to work their way back into this season, into the title race, but they really needed to get a result tonight. South Hobart well and truly on top. Still a lot of time, but lots of room to move. Now headed away there by Lutner. Morton, cheeky toe poke. Down to Walter. Walter was taken out, but it will be an offside flag. Walter wanting a free kick, thought he was infringed. Personally, I think he probably was, to tell you the truth, as well. Offside flag does go up. Now we will reset. Morton, bit of a dotsy-do. Right back down to Berezanski. Low driven. Great tackle there from Lakaseljak. No stranger. Berezanski is trying to feed it now. Feed away by Swartz. Now Hammond. Does have Brown on the wing to present it. He does favour it. Lets to go himself. Hammond. Some nod delivery he would have liked. Has gained further ground though. You get the feeling if Kingborough are going to get back into this, they need the big-time players to stand up.
Certainly right there, Tony. You need your big game players to stand up when the pressure is on and just lift everyone around them. Kobe Kemp, one of those players. He is the skipper, and he is one of those players who can produce that spark. Can he produce it now is the big question. However, it just does appear South Hobart, coming into their first 10 minutes, are just controlling absolutely everything.
There's now Lutner coming down hard, down to Brown. Lutner still trying to keep it in. Will be a throw in.
Headed away, not out of danger yet. Has a go on the volley. Not clear yet. Kobe Kemp
has got the Lions back into it. Giving them the sniff. Captain Craig is standing up, as you said. The captains stand up when they do need to. Kemp gives the Lions a lifeline.
Well, that was the commentator's curse in reverse.
Don't mind that, Luca.
Kobe Kemp now has given them that spark. He's given them that thing to grab onto. Can his team lift around him now? Captain Courageous has stood up. He has led from the front. He has done his job. Now it's up to the boys to get around him now. South still with the advantage, but certainly that mountain's become a little bit more even.
Now the momentum coming through. Mees. Did have the through ball presented. Defended off very well there from South. South right down to Morton. Cries of offside coming. Nothing doing. Downgrained once again. South Hobart will be a throw in.
South Hope.
Oh, it's no rush to take it. Sorry, Luca.
No, right, you're right. Just be a South Hobart remaining that strong side. They are keeping that intensity. They are remaining sharp. They were just seeing the lines lift a little bit. They're pressing high. They seem to be meeting the challenge. As Mort has a go, fetching sends Kawano for his evening run. He recovered easily though. They've got something to play for now, do the Lions. They've got to stand up now. Got to go hard and go quick. And they have the players to do it.
Kawano. Short option down to Lutner. But a bit of a dangerous pass with Morton lurking. Lions do gain that ground. The cries of get a roll, get a bit of a switch going from Hess, the captain. Vice captain, rather. Now charging hard's Lutner. Almost muscled off there by Walter. Brown is trying to get around Corbo. Will be a throw-in. Perhaps the momentum now starting to turn into Kingborough's way, Luca.
Certainly there, Brown, if that was just a one-on-one situation there, I'm very confident he was going to receive that ball. Though Kokovi just able to come across and cut it off.
Lutner sends it right into the mixer. Hammered. Takes aim right into the hands of O'Connell once again.
It was a thunderous shot. You had the thud as O'Connell took it on the chest. Certainly a lot of power behind that strike. Hammond, one of these players, if they had to create something, they can rally behind.
It's now Lakaseljak. Right back down to the wing. Fantastic ball there to Oates. All the room to move. The cries of hold him up there from Jake Van der May on the side. Kingborough coach. Morton trying to go for the curve shot. Only into the hands of Kawano. Low driven. Hammered. Fended off very well there by Reynolds. With the hands coming through. Play going on. Through ball. Now to Mees. Mees is having a think, having a steady. Thinks if I go around, maybe I can put in a cross. Nothing doing. Pressure just coming hard there from South Hobart. Breaking down and yet another play. Now Morton. Nothing doing on that.
Lex to go over the top. Nobody home, however, comfortably in the safety net of that Lions defence. As throwing does come the way of the Lions, down the line. Lex to go short. The whistle is blown, ref not happy with it.
Alfonso Giusti just giving the instructions there. Hemp trying to feed through Brown. Delivery not what he would have liked. O'Connell with a bit of a fake there with the hands. As they'll go when I want to, thank you very much. Quabo, not wasting any time. Lakaseljak. Morton. Feeds very well right down the wing. Morton. The link-up play begins from South Hobart. Only as far now as Hammered. Hammered certainly starting to get out a bit more ground now this second half. Press was coming there from Mees. Tank almost did run out there. South Hobart now will reset. Oates. Combining very well there with Lakaseljak. Switched very well by Berezanski in his own right. Now Gorry.
Gorry to Berezanski. Danger man in the wide space. Gorry looking for the overlap. Berezanski looks to play with it. He elects to take it a bit further. Back to the security of numbers towards the halfway line. Looks to drive inside. Cleared away, however, not free yet. Lions now drive up the line, trying to find Hammond. He's just beaten to it. However, it does favour the Lions, the drop. To get to it first, strong challenge.
There will be a slice of cheese there for Otto Swartz.
No questions asked there, no bit of debate. Everybody knew what was to come, and the slice of cheese did come out of the ref's pocket.
Not a bit of debate, Otto Swartz slamming hands. In frustration after that, he might have had a bit of shit to say about it. To Alfonso Gusti. Right back into the play. Switch ball right back down to Gorry. Once again, burning that flavour. Head of the way. Danger not yet cleared. Berezanski was coming up hard. Will be yet another throw in.
South now implying that high press. They're just starting to grab the joystick of this match. They're just starting to regain control. Just Lions are misplacing a few of their passes, not being as clinical as you'd like them to be. They are employing a press, however. It's just they need to get out of the defensive third. They need to push forward. They need to have shots on. They cannot afford to fall into this South Hobart trap.
There's now O'Connell. It's a Quabo. O'Connell just having a steady, having a think. Likes to go long. Almost muscled off the ball there was Hawaiian. Now Lutner. A little cheeky heel if you don't mind. Now Hawaiian. Down to Oates. Oates back to Hawaiian. Hawaiian low driven. Morton trying to feed it through. Into the hands once again of Kwano.
Lions now just trying to feel their way forward. They've got to make some progressive passes here. They've got to pass with the intention of scoring. Back to the defence again now. They've got options wide. Brown's in a bit of space. He does let to go a bit more central. Lofted over the top, trying to find someone. Nobody home. However, O'Connell, as simple as you like, will take control. Does invite the press. A bit of a cheeky move there by O'Connell. Only elects to pick it up. Went under the pressure. Drops it now, back down. O'Connell clearly in control of that goalkeeping position.
Now Lancaster. Hawaiian. Lovely ball right back down to Walter. Walter working his way very well past Lutner. Ben held up. Has a fantastic pass into Hawaiian. Hawaiian diving in. Kwano says, I'll claim that one.
Hawaiian there with the hunger for it. He really dove in there with the intensity, hoping to come out with the ball. Wasn't quite successful, but positive signs all around for South Hobart. They still do have the advantage after all. Kingborough starting to wear their way back into it. They have got a goal back, however, we've just got to remember South Hobart are a quality side. With this advantage, it's still going to be very, very tough.
It's now Morton. Just holding up on the flank. Sends in a lovely ball into the Oates direction. And it is Wayward. It's certainly becoming more end-to-end now, Luca, the second half.
No doubt about it. Many more positive signs for the Lions. And that's only positive given how abysmal that first half was. As Kwano drives long.
Mees heads it only into the Alex Walter direction. Morton right back down to the flank. And to Berezanski. Berezanski takes down Dowse with his trip on that flank. Akaseljek unmarked. South Hobart will now reset back to Reynolds. Berezanski with a long ball. Still danger. Now coming in hard is Gorry. Gorry sends it in. Bit of a tumble of bodies. Morton there. Jeez, he was a bit unlucky on that front. I believe the flag went up on that. He actually drilled that ball right into the legs there.
Certainly getting power behind it for that danger man again. Gorry involved in that play. Now, he was very, very quiet for the first 10 minutes of this second half, though. We've just seen him back present again. A fantastic first half from Gorry. So I reckon there's much more of him we're going to see yet in this second half.
Ball came right into the commentary box. We are safe and we are alive.
We certainly are, Tanner. We're still here calling this fantastic game, though. This is the magic of NPL commentary here in Tasmania. Anything can happen. Even the commentators can get a touch.
Bit of confusion on who the throw-in was. Let's go the way of Kingborough. Now looks like Eli Wright is preparing to come on. Perhaps replace Hammond on that flank. Keep an eye on that. Douse. Right back in the knees. Kemp. Muscled off well there. Now coming down hard is Berezanski.
Berezanski now picks up an overlap. Does very, very well do South Hobart. Opportunity to cross inside. Does well. Beats him on the turn. Does Morton. Has to go outside of the boot. Right over the top of the crossbar. No danger there. However, it's just positive sign from South Hobart. That attacking mentality we're seeing from them clearly on display. As a change does appear to be coming very, very soon.
Goodness me, that would have been summed up by Walton, rather.
No, I wouldn't put it past him. He's certainly produced magic in the past.
He certainly has. It's now Lupner. Brown. Hess taken down there from Walter. Play does continue. The advantage has been given. Mees ran right into the Quabo wall. Now coming down hard is Gorry. Gorry only into Lupner. It's a bit of a dangerous pass. Morton sliding in with the studs. Almost took out the head there of Hess with his second attempt. Goodness me. Lines will reset. Mees. Lovely ball down to Hammond. Hammond has got through. Doing very well. Low driven. Saved away there from O'Connell. The danger not yet cleared. Kemp was pushing hard for it too.
Sub, please. Copra, sub.
The cries of sub from James Vanderbay almost echoing through.
Well, given the situation and given the mountain that is still yet to climb, a sub is going to be made. Eli Wright coming on.
Greg Down's been withdrawn. That's a very interesting choice.
As the throw-in does come, does appear to be the way of Kingborough Lions.
Sorry,
they elect to go up the line.
Downs has not been withdrawn. Actually, Matt Hess has actually been taken out. Apologies for that. Lupner.
Kemp cuts inside with a fantastic bit of movement. Brown goes down in the box. The call is there for a pen.
I don't think there's too much in there. I know Lions would have been wanting a bit of a review, but perhaps go down a bit easy. Guys, Jack Vandermeer on the sidelines thinking that it was the wrong call. What did you think of it, Luca?
Well, personally, I thought there wasn't much behind the tackle. I thought that maybe a bit of theatrics on display there. However, I think the ref made the correct call there.
It's now Morton charging up like he always does. Well worked. Hess. Not in any rush. Downs. It's down to Kemp. Now Lupner. Lupner now pushing up the field hard. Mees. He's losing the ball a bit easy. Almost tried to elbow Lancaster there. The advantage was given, so he may come back. Could hear the frustrations coming there from Fred Hess, saying to call the advantage, and I think he might have worked his way into a bit of a talking from Alfonso Giusti. Now Hawaiian. Morton. Morton v Brown. Morton winning very well. Just getting past the youth there. Showing his experience. Oh, there's no Wayward. Will be a substitution. Looks like your man Austin Yoss is coming on, Luca. You mentioned the depth that South Hobart have. They're going to utilise it right now.
Well, given the starting 11 they've had today, Tano, it's been absolutely action-packed and absolutely talent-packed. The fact that Austin Yoss's star is on the bench for this match just shows the absolute depth South Hobart have at their advantage. We did see him play at Darcy Street when South Hobart took on the Glenorchy Knights a couple of weeks ago. He played an absolutely fantastic game there, clinical all around the ground at home for South Hobart, and he does come on here today at Clennetts Lightwood Park.
The goal scorer, Walter, being withdrawn. Good performance from him. Back under play. Downs calling for the options to present. Swartz pushed off there. The cries of what? He can't believe he's been booked. Yet another slice of cheese, this time for Lancaster. Still hear the protests coming. These players know how to work their ways into the books with their words.
I don't think it's so much the action, I think it's the words that follow them, Tanner. Certainly a very vocal bunch here on the pitch at the moment. As we get back underway here. Kingborough Lions now just trying to find that pass inside. Downs through to Hammond. Hammond tackled very easily by Berezanski. Plays on Morton. Morton on side. He's got many blokes in front of him he's got to beat. This is where his fancy footwork needs to come in. What has a go? Unfortunately, runs into the brick wall.
Almost did a bit of a 360 turn as well, Morton. I'm not seeing that in recent time.
Bubbles all the way, come on. In front of Brownie.
However, time does slip away here in this match. The window of opportunity just closing ever slightly more for the Kingborough Lions.
Will be a corner. Gorry to take. What can the veteran produce? Sends it in. Pile the bodies. Cries of no foul there. Another low cross. Bit of a tumble. Lovely ball there by Lakaseljak. Trying to get right into the mixer. Gorry was under pressure and it does show. Mees now retains. Now back to Brown. Coming up hard now. Brown is being muscled off there by Reynolds. Reynolds, the veteran, just showing how good he can be. Now coming through Swartz. Not the delivery he would have liked. Now South resets. Not the delivery they would have liked equally. Maybe the nerves are starting to show now, Luca. Lupner. Does very well to feed down to Dowse. Dowse. Cleared up there by Reynolds, but the danger's not yet cleared. Mees tries to take aim. Has given away a free though. And lots of protests coming. Mainly from the fans in attendance by the looks. I believe it's Reynolds that's actually been taken out.
Reynolds, the veteran.
I did personally hear that knock from here. That was very vocal. So I don't really think Kingborough had much to protest on that.
We see Kobe Kemp having words with the match official.
And South Fonzo Juicy is laying down the law, as he so often does. So Reynolds will be okay to continue. Good to see.
Kawano at the back for the Lions, remaining vocal, just trying to rally the troops. As Peter Reynolds is coming off, they have a bit of a rest.
Given the hand signal, but he's okay to come back on. Ball driven hard to Morton. Butler retains the throw in. Just to take. Taken very quickly. Hess. Switch. Down to right. Already right on the ball. Excuse the pun. Delivery is not what they would have liked.
Nick O'Connell now is playing with it, enticing the press from Hammond. And as we've seen him do in this match before, Tanner, he just elects to pick the ball up at his own side.
One of those players that doesn't mind a time waste and doesn't mind getting into the other players' heads, to tell you that.
I mean, I don't blame him.
It's well worked there by Gorry. Now Oates combining. Gorry Berezanski, back to Gorry. This is a fantastic build-up from South. Danger has been cleared. Now right. Swartz, muscled off. Oates does give away the free kick, but it is taken quickly. Lutner. Douse now, low driven. Down to Kemp. Kemp does very well to work his way around. Still going. Kemp sends it in, heading away by Reynolds. South clear the danger. Coming in hard is Hammond. And they have given away a free kick yet again. This time Oates has come down. There's a bit of laughter from Kawano saying, you cannot be serious. There are some hard knocks out there, though, Luco. It's very evident. So you can't blame the players for being frustrated.
You certainly cannot, given the occasion, given how important this game is. The ref did give the signal for the South Hobart Doc to go out and have a bit of a look. A bit of a rest here for the moment, Santa. As the players try and catch their breath, try and warm themselves up here on a very, very chilly night down at Clennetts Lightwood Park under lights.
Just under 15 minutes to go here. Lions practically fighting for their title hopes. South just doing what South do best. Maintaining the control. Still time for anybody to be a hero. Still time for anyone to be a villain. Just chewing off some more seconds. Prize of what are we doing from the house on the side? Right. Downs. Now Lutner. Douse. Goes short to Swartz. Swartz, I think he might have pushed like a Steljak off the ball. I think it went behind the eyes there of Alfonso Drusi. Play does go on. Now burning hard is right. Right, trying to hammer it, and only into the hands once again of O'Connell.
O'Connell there with great vision and with great decisive thinking. He saw the danger that Hammond posed. He's just able to receive the ball gently. Having a rock like that as your goalkeeper, it just puts a lot off your mind if you're a South Hobart defender.
Right, Kemp. Swartz. Chat back heel. Kemp. Down to Hammond. Boxed off once again very well by Gorry. May not have been the best clearance, but he has been one of the players that has been an absolute standout tonight, Luca.
He certainly has, Tanner, as it appears we've had to change the way of South Hobart.
Rex Maddox coming on.
We'll bring you more on that substitution in a few moments' time when we know more. But back to the action. Throw-in does come the way of the Lions.
Swartz. He's very well to work your way back down onto the boot. Lutner sends the ball long into the Hammond direction. Certainly had been the favoured tactic in this second half. Starting to gain the ground. Bring on right, another player that's equally linking up well. Speak of, takes the throw. Lutner. Swartz, now Brown. Right. Will be a throw-in.
Throwing does come the way of the Lions. Fancy bit of footwork lofted over the top. Electing for the run to come. Trying to beat. Well tackled again. Though it'll be another throw-in. As play does continue, they're fighting down in the corner flag. Strong bit of physicality as Maddox gets into his first play of the game.
So it has been Harrison Oates has been withdrawn. Very good shift from him tonight.
Certainly done a job tonight, Tanner.
Shows the youth product that they have, South Hobart. Now Douse. Attack not presenting. Likes to go back to Hess. This is something Kingborough do like to do. Usually doesn't work in their favour. Has on this front. Swartz does have the room to move if he wants it. Only into the feet. Now like a Seljack. With a fantastic ball right down to Maddock. Equally better defence there from Kingborough. They will reset. Right back down to Downs. Now Dowse inviting, asking for Brownie to come forward. Keeping that attacking play. Hess. Back to Wright.
Right now. Play through the midfield. Tries to turn. Strong challenge, however. And it will be Maddock now in the wide areas. The young lad again for South Hobart. Cross is good, however, nobody home. Kawano there to rise to the challenge. What are they going to do? It just seems in a moment where the Lions need to be going forward and need to be making decisive decisions, going quickly. They're just slowing down at the wrong moments.
They certainly are. Bit of explicitives coming there from Quadro. Not too sure if that was picked up. Certainly was on our end. Bit of frustrations coming from the South Hobart defence there. Now Lutner. Gaining the ground. On down to Kemp. What can the captain produce? Swartz. Swartz with a good throw ball down to Downs. But the ball has come back and it will be a free kick. And it will be a slice of cheese. This time for Tobias Helwanen.
Another slice of cheese comes out, Tanner. It was a pretty clean first half. Though in this second half, I've just seen both sides thinking not so decisively. They're just starting to let those thoughts inside control themselves. And that, I think that's the third slice of cheese we've seen in this half so far. So the controlled tempo that we saw in that first half has very quickly disappeared.
It certainly has. Now it's going to be the question, who's going to take? Will it be Keenan Dowse or will it be Greg Downs? Either way, Kingborough really need to convert this chance if they're going to get right back into this. Can't waste them. What can they do? Downs takes, and into the heads there. The South Hobart wall. Downs, right back into the mixer. Headed there by Mees. Does go down there, Lutner. Was cries of an appeal. That perhaps faint-hearted. Bit of false hope, perhaps. Now right back into where it needs to be. Kemp, fantastic footwork there. Down to Downs. Downs with the side of the boot. Hasn't gone out of play. Head wheel on this front though.
The net is rattling, but not for the reason the Lions would have liked. Just sails over the top and rolls down the back of the goal net. Things are looking a bit more progressive for the Lions, just time is running out. O'Connell encouraging his lads to get forward. Though he elects to go for a shorter option to drive his way through. Touch taken by Austin Yost. Picked up again as they let it go along and go quick.
Helwanen bustling his way through. Could take the shot. Elects to go to Morton. Fantastic save there. Maddox! The goal has been given. Fantastic finish there from Rex Maddox off the bench. Don't mind that as being a super sub. Lovely goal. And that just may have killed off the game.
Fantastic to play there. Helwanen beat his marker, did very well to get in front. Comes across, I think his original target was Morton. Morton, however, has the shot. The ball does drop out of Kawano's hands. And Maddox there. Simple as you like, finishing to the back of the net. The advantage now, the mountain to climb, has just become that little bit steeper. And I think we may be seeing curtains here, Tanner.
Yes, I think the curtains have definitely been pulled. It's brilliant build-up play there from Helwanen. Went to right into Morton. Morton with the shot. Maddox with an unbelievable finish. Once again, it just shows that youth, shows that product, that academy players that they have, South Hobart.
The fact that an academy player is able to come on as a substitute in a game like this and score a goal like that very late in the piece, it just shows that depth South Hobart have. As you and I were saying very, very early on in this game, and even before the game, nice to see a young lad with a good footballing community come out and perform in a game like this.
Absolute bullet on the finish. Maybe his first one as well in NPL history. We might need to confirm that. Shout out to Benjamin Smith if you can help us with that on the statistics. Morton almost bullied off the ball there. Retained there by Lutner. Downs. Sends it long. Headed away there from Reynolds. The tall timber standing up once again. Swartz. Hess. Knew that Berezanski was coming. Did well to control. Back to Downs. Swartz back down to Brown. Now Wright charging through. Wright still trying to gain that ground. Does win a free kick.
Free kick is awarded. Now what will be the product? As the full-time whistle is looming ominous, it is going to be very, very soon, Tanner. And you just feel curtains on this match. South Hobart have played a fantastic game today. Keeping that intensity remaining sharp for the full match. The Lions a little bit off the pace today.
Certainly will. What can Douse produce? Sends it in low. Cleared away there by Reynolds. Swartz tries the air swing over the bar. It's just been a matter of the two clubs and who's been turned up to the occasion, and it has been South Hobart. They've shown it time and time again in their recent history. When the pressure's on, and they need to get the points, when they need to get the wins, they pull back and they do it exceptionally well.
Even if you look at in the past 5 weeks, they haven't been as favourable as some would expect heading into this game. Looking at the win-loss results, you would say Kingborough were the favourites to win today. However, as you say, no strangers to the press, were South Hobart, and we've just demonstrated for us here today why they are one of the finest sides in this NPL.
Well, I wouldn't say they were favourites. That's why I tipped South Hobart at the start of the game. But each to their own, Luca. Each to their own. Swartz. Now charging down hard. Kemp only ran into the brick wall of Lancaster. He has been fantastic tonight, absolutely everywhere. I think my 3-2-1 votes. Gorry 3, Lancaster 2. I think you'd have to go to maybe Rex Maddox 1 for that goal. What about you, Luca? What will your 3-2-1s be?
Oh, for me, I'm not too sure, Tanner. It's just the overall game so far. It put a lot into the mind, a lot to think about for me. However, I'm not too sure. I couldn't give you a concrete answer, mate.
Not to worry. Now Douse does have room. Sends it in into the hands there of O'Connell.
O'Connell now. Elects to go through the middle. Low driven ball finds Maddock again. We do know he can score when he feels like it. Tries to beat his man. Can't, however, just beaten on the turn.
It's got work there by Wright. Down to Mees. Now charging up hard with Hammond. Has going to throw in.
Outside and cross! Outside and cross!
You hear the cries of outside and cross from Ken Morton. Even though they're 4-1 up, he still wants the team to give absolute 110%. Lupner. Right back down to Douse. Douse sends it in. Cleared away there by Reynolds. Now Berezanski has a lovely ball right down to Morton. All the room to burn. Still goings Morton. Has a steady, has a think. Bit of a do-ti-do, bit of a chip at the end from the outside of the boot. We do know he's a showman, we do know he doesn't mind a cheeky goal and something different. Nothing coming on that occasion. Now right, Mees. Does very well to get around there. Very good hold-up play. The ball is wayward there from Hammond.
O'Connell again, as so been the story of this match. As simple as you like, taking it in the hands. As now South Hobart just playing with the ball. They don't have a lot to do in this match. They can just play with the ball, and Kingborough just burn the fuel.
Well, we're back to O'Connell. Heaves long, only wayward. There'll be a throw-in. Well spotted throw-in there by Douse. Downs. Back down to Hammond. Hammond almost falling right on his backside on that. Maybe away there by Downs. Now Hess. To Swartz. Irons just trying to build. Switch once again to Dowse. Has been a favoured tactic this second half. Now Kemp. Back down to Dowse. Keenan Dowse. Sends it in. Headed away by Quabo. Brown having a look around, seeing if he's got the options. Likes to send in the cross himself. Hess trying to get the heels up on that front. Now Kemp. Kemp with a bit of a side shot there on that front. Dowse coming in hard. Equally hard there was Morton. The hands go up from Morton, trying to give almost a fence, a barrier. He's not getting through, not getting past the wall of O'Connell. They've got one past him tonight, but other than that, he's stood up when he's needed to.
As is the way Nick O'Connell likes to play. South now, again, as we've seen so much in this match, Tanner, they're just playing with it, making Kingborough work for every bit of ground they gain. Make them work the press incredibly high, and they're still giving 110%, even though I reckon the game is set and match for them.
Still showing that they want more. Berezanski. Down to that man, Gorry. Coming up hard behind him is Hamid. The cries of shoot from Morton. He really wanted that shot.
Shoot, Gozza, shoot. One of those quotes you can put on a pillowcase, for example. Going now. Plays back. Just a switch across. Hammond there in that space. A bit further back than he'd like to be. Mindset looking to go forward. They've got options looking to move with them. Have a South Rice on that occasion.
He's trying to turn him inside out on that front. Drop ball given. I'm loving the banter from Ken Morton on the sidelines tonight.
Absolute quality, Tanner. You'll love to see Ken Morton and some of his anecdotes and some of his quotes. You'll love to see it. And you also love to see the way South Hobart are playing at the moment. Moving well as they look to go to Maddock. Maddock beats the turn, does well to get around Hammond.
He did very well. Probably should have been a foul, to be fair, especially on Hammond. Hands were raised. Play does go on. Lutner. Brown. Trying to build up that play. Yost. Now coming for his Berezanski. Berezanski right back down to Morton. Morton has a steady, has a think. For Wayman. Lancaster. Berezanski just happy to toy things around to South Hobart. Quabo, he is under a bit of pressure, but he does very well to work himself around. Berezanski now resets the play back down to O'Connell. Wouldn't even say it's a hairy moment for South Hobart. They're still being in full domination tonight. Now Reynolds. Gorry. Looked he wanted to do the cross. Happy to turn his Otto Swartz inside out. Flag does go up.
They do drive low and hard, do the Lions. Morton caught it off his feet there, shaking a little bit. Nearly with a bit of a trip. However, he keeps his feet. Berezanski on it. Looks to clear forward, nobody hanging with a Hess. Happy to lay it off. Hammond now. As they move.
Yeah, deep into stoppage time now. Almost full-time whistle. The Lions get another consolation, perhaps. Kemp was pushed in the back. Play does go on. That is a fantastic back heel there from Morton. Yost. Right back down to Maddock. Maddock takes on Hammond. Can't get past. Just shows that technical build-up play that South Hobart did possess.
It was a lovely little back heel by Morton.
Unbelievable back heel.
As play just stops for a moment, and it goes very silent around Lightwood Park as play does get back underway.
Berezanski, hungry for more. Maddox presenting the run. Lets to go down to Gorry. Now Lions will look to break. Mees. Now charging up hard. Brown. Feeding up on the wing. Right. Options presenting. Shot hard there from Kemp. Took it a check and stab at it. With an air swing now from right. Clear up by Lancaster, and that will be full time. Absolutely dominant performance from South Hobart tonight. 4-1, put it in the books. That perhaps ends Kingborough's hopes of a title. Absolute domination from South Hobart, Luca. There's not really much to say. One team turned up tonight and the other team didn't.
Certainly right there, Tanner. South Hobart came with that intensity. They brought that proactive play style. And for the two halves, they remained sharp, they remained collected, and they remained calm. Some great players out there today. You had the likes of Morton, Lancaster, Kokobu playing well. And we can't forget the play that Adam Gorry had in that first half and early on in that second half as well. Adam
Gorry without doubt played the match for me. Maddox, that was an unbelievable finish to just put the nail right in the coffin. That will do us here from Lightwood Park. From Football Tasmania TV, I have been Tanner Code, joined by Luca Forrest. We will see you next time.
This is on the other lad. Yeah, he's got a football tag pass. But he knows he's got to come over here. Ken Rupp present his words again. I think Ken Rupp is presenting his words. I got a bit worried when he told me to take it off. Yeah, so did I, but... Yeah. Go get someone from
Yeah, no worries. So, good.
All good?
I'll just give you that mic there for you.
Yeah. Yeah, man, you go. You ask. You go.
So if we could just have you looking towards the camera, please.
Yeah.
Righto, Ken, a fantastic display tonight by your